Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the LifeSchool MasterClass SHOW, where I bring on different guests and we talk about all business topics and all life topics. And today I have the amazing honor to bring on a very, very close acquaintance and friend, Charlotte. Charlotte, thank you so much for coming on today and chatting with me about our really cool topic of network marketing.
Hey, I'm so excited and so happy to be here with you.
Thanks again. So I want to start with a small introduction. Can you introduce yourself to our viewers today?
Yes, of course. So, of course, I'm a professional network marketer, but before that, I've been a designer and an entrepreneur all my life. So I've had several types of businesses, and before that, so I graduated from art school. I'm also a big traveler. It's something that I've always loved doing. I've been lucky to be able to live in several different countries. I've lived in Canada, before in British Columbia. I've lived in Belgium, in France. I've also lived in Morocco, and I have traveled to many places. And that is truly something that just really inspires me, brings out the best in me. I love meeting people. I love seeing new cultures. And it just is something that really speaks to my heart. I moved to Morocco when I was about 23 with my husband. We met very young. We were actually on a trip there on vacation from France, where we were working in Paris. And we fell in love with Northern Africa and decided on the last day of our vacation that we weren't going to go home. So that was really like the next day we were meant to be in Paris to be working again. And we just had experienced such a fantastic trip that had actually lasted several weeks across Northern Africa now, that we decided we weren't going back. And we had no money, we didn't know anybody, we didn't know how we were going to make a living. And the only thing that I knew was that I had absolutely loved all the handicrafts I'd seen there. I loved the Moroccan culture, and I decided to start a business designing products with the local artisans and exporting them around the world. Well, first of all, it started really small because I was by myself, had no money, but luckily this business grew and grew through the years. And what went from like a one person, me by myself company, went to almost 100 people working, and containers being shipped everywhere in the world to big stores, hotels. And it was actually a really fascinating experience. And I always loved the artistic part of my career. But the truth is, I was working so hard, and I had so much stress, so many responsibilities, so many people that were relying on me, plus the banks, the clients, the suppliers, and then all the logistics, accounting, what, entrepreneurs do. And it really sucked the life out of me. And I had no time for myself, no time for my family. I was stressed out all of the time. And one day, I don't know how many time I forgot my kids at school, which was like something regularly that happened to me because my head was just so filled with everything that was going on in my days. And again, I forgot them at school. And not only did I forget them, I also forgot my daughter's friend who I was supposed to pick up. Anyway, the mom was really pissed off, which I understand. But just to say that day I decided that my life had to change, that I just couldn't go on like that anymore. And so it was a long process, but I was able to rid myself of this company, which was really quite heartbreaking because I was very attached to the people and everything, and I'd put so much hard work into it, but I knew that I just couldn't keep going on like that. And so I sold it. And then my husband and I decided to completely start a new career, new projects. And we took our 2 teenage kids and decided to move to Quebec. So we sold all of our belongings. And we put everything that we had left into 12 suitcases. We took our dog. And that's how we arrived in Montreal now 7 years ago, not knowing a single person. And again, having no jobs and not knowing how we were going to make a living. And all I knew was that there's one thing that I value more than everything in my life, and that's my freedom. And I know that lots of people, really enjoy working as an employee, and I respect that so much. But I knew that that was not something that would make me happy ever. So I was desperate to find something else than going to work for someone, especially that, I knew that nobody was ever going to give me my dream job. I didn't even know what my dream job would be. And I was also so scared of starting a new business because I didn't want to reproduce exactly what it is that I'd done before. And I knew now, because I've had several businesses along the way, what it takes to start a business and be successful. It takes a lot of skills. It takes a lot of money. It takes a lot of time. And you have absolutely like no guarantees, even with all of that, that you will be successful, because it's just tough getting, business out there. And so I didn't know what I was going to do. And it was really stressful. And I actually did both. I started a company and went and got a job somewhere, both of which I felt miserable in, until I heard about network marketing. And that's when my whole life changed. So that was about my background. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. As you're speaking, I'm like, your story is so inspiring because you like started over many times with the business, moving the family, starting new thing. That's just like, I think that's like people's worst fear, as they get comfortable, right? In like certain jobs that they're not fulfilled and happy in. Because I work with so many ranges of people, and that's the number one thing, like moving beyond comfort zone and trying something new. I mean, kudos to you. I didn't actually hear that before, but that's really inspiring, your story of just moving in and just like not being afraid of the unknown. If it's something doesn't work for you, it doesn't serve you and your family, then it's like, okay, let's see what else is out there, and just keep going and going, and which makes you, I guess, appreciate all the journey even more, and even more, I guess, knowledgeable and skillful to maybe help other people along the journey, because you've kind of been there. You've seen that entrepreneurship journey, all the ups and downs, and you're absolutely right. I mean, it takes guts, persistence, a lot of skills to make a business successful. But tell us about Arbonne and network marketing. How did this kind of spin up, and how did you find yourself there?
Well, actually, it really like fell upon me. Before, I had never heard of network marketing, first of all. So I didn't even know what it was. I had never heard of Arbonne, which is a company that I work for. Of course, there's many network marketing companies out there. And I think it's just, honestly, such a brilliant business plan. But I'd never heard of it. I had never heard of it. And actually, it's a complete stranger that I met in a shopping mall who talked to me about it. Yeah, she was buying gifts for her team. Okay. And I don't know why we started chatting and everything. And she told me she was buying gifts for her team. And I told her, wow, that's really fantastic. I don't think there's many people who actually do that in business, go out, and she was buying jewelry to thank her team for like the hard work that they'd done the month before. And so we were chatting about that. And she said to me, there's a lot of recognition in my line of work. It's really an important part of what we do. And I work for a fantastic company, and we're always looking for smart entrepreneurial people. And if you want, I'll tell you what I do. And so I said yes, because I liked the person. She had fantastic energy.
And that was the first thing. Yeah. And personally connecting. Here's the lesson. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. Because this person also was interested in me, and we had a real conversation, and I could see that she had positive energy. And I think that, we live in times when we are attracted to people who have positive energy, because there's a lot of people who don't have it, right? And for whatever reasons, it doesn't matter. It's just that we're attracted to positive energy because it's actually something quite rare. And so we went to have a coffee, and she told me all about network marketing and what she was doing. And I mean, I was impressed. I was impressed by the life she was living, because, to be honest, she was coming back from a trip that she had won for her family through Arbonne, a trip to the Bahamas. She was all tan and telling me she just got back. And I saw that she was driving a Mercedes-Benz that was also paid by the company. And I was intrigued also because she's a beautiful person. Okay. So I was intrigued by all of this, by what she was telling me about the company and all, but I was skeptic. So I was in my head, I was like, okay, when people tell you it's too good to be true, it usually is.
Yes.
So that's what was going on in my head at that time, thinking, okay, so the company's beautiful, network marketing totally works out for her. She's living a fantastic life. This has got to be too good to be true. So I told her I'm not interested. funny how life is when you think about it, that when something seems too nice, we are septic. And when something looks like it's really tough and it's going to be hard and we're going to have to suck it up, well, that seems normal to us. You know, if she would have told me that, then maybe I would have even listened more, because that's what we're used to. Okay. But she was really smart for two reasons. First of all, she gave me products to try. She had samples with her person, and she gave me samples of the anti-aging skincare line that we offer. And I went home, and honestly, I had such horrible skin after 17 years in Morocco. I had sunspots everywhere, premature aging. It was really quite horrible. And I started using these products, and I saw results immediately. And actually, my husband saw results and told me. So I was like, oh my God, I want to be a client. I want these products. And so that got me thinking, because I was like, okay, if I love these products, I want to be a client. And I was not like a product user. Okay. Before working in this, and still today, you know, I mean, I love taking care of myself now and helping other people do the same, but it's not my passion, like products and all that. But I'm really grateful that I use great products. But so for the first time, I was wanting to have a real good skincare line that worked. And I thought to myself, well, if I want this, other people want this too. So if I'm going to become a client, why don't I first look into what it is exactly that she's talking about, network marketing, and then see. And I was so desperate also to find something new, to find a new way to be able to earn a living, that I actually like went online and started really looking into what network marketing was. And I just saw that people were living the best lives doing this. And obviously, I know that it might not be for everybody, but the truth is, for anyone who has an entrepreneurial spirit, it's like the chicken way to be able to do it, because you have no obligations and it doesn't cost, you know, building a business costs a lot of money. I've built so many, I know it's like big money that you have to put in no matter what you do, even if it's a small company. It's going to take time and money. And here it's like in 2 minutes, you have your own website, costs $59 plus tax, and your website's good to go. You can start making money like in the next hour.
I mean, that's what attracted me, right? Because I'm part of Arbonne as well, and I have a different story of how I got into it, but we're here for you, you know, to share that together. But that's what attracted me. It's like it's already set up. There's already the tests and the trials that it takes as an entrepreneur, because I come from that world, you know, and you have no inventory, low investment, and the best part is you're part of a team, because that's what attracts me, right? Part of a team, the leadership part of, you're part of a big team, and they all support you, and your success is connected. So I think that's like the biggest thing, besides the quality of the products, that attracted me, because I've always been in service-based businesses. So to me, it's like product business. Let me see. Like that's what attracted me as well. So yeah, cool stuff. Go.
Yeah, so that's it. I looked into it, saw that there was no risk involved, that people were actually building big businesses. And I have to say, honestly, I'm an ambitious person. I love to have big projects. I love to think big, dream big.
That's what I say. I have a big eye, but I'm also a step-by-step strategist, because to get there, it's a big...
Of course, when you've got big dreams, big goals, you know, you have to work hard. But what I love about this business is that there's a place for everybody. And I have many people on my team who don't have the ambition to create big businesses, but they want to make a couple $100s a month to be able to buy more shoes, maybe pay their car, go on vacation, do stuff that otherwise they couldn't do. And it's perfect for them. And they're so happy to be able to do that. And, you know, working part-time. The great thing about this business model is that everybody can do it the way they want. You choose, right? And it's something that we build into the nooks and crannies of our lives. And we get to build our lives around that. And we don't, our job doesn't take the whole place like most jobs do, right? And I think that that's absolutely fantastic, because it gives us true freedom and choice. If you want to work hard in this business and you want to build something big, you decide how much you want to work. You decide how much you want to go out and make. And it will depend on your efforts. obviously this is an effort-based business, but you know what? I feel people work hard all the time, whatever we do. Most people I know are working really hard, and some people are just barely making ends meet, and some actually aren't. And some, when they picture themselves 5 years from now, it totally stresses them out because they don't know where they're going to be, and it doesn't seem very spectacular or fun for them. And I think that this network marketing model is perfect because you can build it alongside what you're already doing. You know, you can do a couple hours a week, build slowly, build a clientele, build a team if you want. And with time, you're going to start making residual income that will give you choices. Do you want to keep working what you're doing or not? Do you want to change your job? Do you have a passion that you want to pursue? This is a vehicle. Network marketing is a vehicle to live the life that you want. Obviously, it does demand work. It does demand implication like any other business in the world, but it's just so much less. And it's so much more gratifying because, like you said, we work as teams as well. So I mean, we also earn a living different ways. So we learn a living, obviously, with the products that we sell, and everything's sold online, which I love. So we have no stock. We don't invest in like stock that we have to sell or ship to our clients. Everything's done by Arbonne. We just recommend products that we use and that are so good, that are eco-responsible. We're a certified B Corp company, which is exactly what people want and need nowadays. That means sustainable company. And there's not that many in the world. And people want to encourage sustainable companies that are doing actually good in the world instead of bad, which is all that Arbonne is about. It's all that it's been about for the past 40 years, creating safe, beneficial products that do not harm people, that only give them benefits, and that never harms animals. We've always been vegan, never tested on animals, and that do not harm the planet. We are eco-responsible, zero waste. We use recyclable packagings. We are carbon neutral. Anyway, I could go on and on about all that, but people can go and see online.
And it's also 40 plus years, like a mature company as well, right? 40 plus years there. So there's that trust and integrity that they've been able to overcome and grow. And, you know, and you know that you're part of something that's solid, because a lot of times with, you know, network marketing, and that's going to be my next question. You know, what do you think, based on your experience, makes someone successful in network marketing, especially as people are, you know, there's a lot of, as you said, network marketing companies out there. And, you know, what makes Arbonne, on your experience, and because you've been so successful at it, different from other companies? And you know, what do you think that thing is, besides all the features that you just listed?
Well, the difference between Arbonne and most network marketing companies, first of all, I have to say that most network marketing companies offer great products in general, because considering that we are direct selling, we go directly from the producer to the client. We don't go through wholesalers, stores, and we have no publicity. All the marketing, network marketing companies do not invest in this. This is a choice. Okay, instead of investing in all those commercials that usually we see to make us buy products, network marketing companies invest in the quality of the products and in the distributors like us. Okay, so most network marketing companies have really great products to offer. But the difference with Arbonne is the fact that it's in our DNA to be sustainable and very high end in terms of the formulations of our products. But if we go back to 40 years ago, people were not paying attention to harmful chemicals that they were putting on their skin, in their mouth, that they were bringing into their homes with like whatever products they're using, even the clothes that we wear, the pollution, and, you know, creams that we put on our body, because everything we put on our skin goes into our body, into our system, as fast as when we eat it. And at that time, nobody was paying attention, and big companies were putting more and more harmful chemicals into everything. And it just, look, we know nowadays, you know, people are getting sick all of the time, and more, and it's because we're just so polluted. But our founder 40 years ago knew this already, and he created Arbonne to be able to give an alternative, great products that work, but that have no harmful chemicals. And we abide by the strongest rules in the world, and even go above that to make sure that we will never harm people, that we never harm animals, and that we do not harm the planet. So we have all the certifications also by third parties to show this, but that's what makes the difference with Arbonne. And also that we offer products. This is what I love, because I'm an entrepreneur. So when I was looking at the business model of Arbonne, also before I was actually, because now it's in my heart, but back then it wasn't, right? It was like it was in my head. And I just looked and saw that there were so many products that we had to offer that people are already using. I mean, everybody already uses shampoo, probably brushes their teeth, uses deodorant. You know, we have maybe health supplements at home or a bit of makeup. So I love the fact that we do not offer things that people don't use already. We're just giving them better alternatives, health-wise, even price-wise, because the network marketing model offers great prices for very high-end products. And what I love is that they're consumable products. And the fact that everything's based online. So, for example, if you become a client, well, everything goes online, Arbonne ships the products, and our clients, after a couple of weeks, they love the products, they use the products, they have to order them again. And so we get paid again, because we get paid every time our clients order something online, whether we talk to them or not. So that makes a big difference. And if you want me to continue answering what makes network marketing professionals successful, I mean, I've been doing this a couple of years now, and I think, honestly, what makes people the most successful are people who have grit, okay? This is a business that, you know, you have no obligations, and it's very easy to let go of it along the way when it gets a bit difficult or challenging, because you didn't really invest anything. It's not like, you know, you invested money, so you think, oh my God, I have to make this work. I don't have a choice. A lot of people start off in this company and then they get a couple challenges, something happens, doesn't go their way, and they're like, oh, this is not for me. This is not working out. And then they just let
Give
go.
up soon. People give up soon.
It does demand grit, and it demands vision, okay? Because we build big things with this business, huge things. I mean, it's incredible all that we can create with these businesses. But you have to have vision, because you also have to be able to share that vision with other people. And it's what keeps you in the game when times are tough, because that's the downside of network marketing, is that it's very easy to quit. You can quit at any time. Like, you just don't do it anymore. You don't sign a big contract. You have no obligations. You don't have to buy. You don't have to sell. It really just depends on your efforts. If you put in a lot of effort, you're going to get paid. The more efforts you put in, the bigger your paycheck. But that's it. So yeah, grit, vision, and that's it. Because like I say, afterwards, being successful is very different for different kinds of people. Like I said, we have people who do this just to do a couple $100 a month. And for them, that's being successful. They do it part-time, whenever they want. And then for other people, it's building big organizations.
Success is defined so internally, which is why I actually would love to replace the word with fulfillment and realization, because it's about those internal goals. It looks different for everyone else, but this is an opportunity. And just like you said, wherever your focus goes, energy flows. If this is going to be on the focus, then obviously you will be successful, because you'll have the support as well. I feel like that's the community. It's a big, big thing, that because I also know from my experience how important that is. Having that community support when you do feel low, you just go in some of those trainings that are very abundant in Arbonne, and you just like, okay, I'm coming out of my funk, because we all have those funks. We have uncertainty we go through, because I know the emotional part a lot and the mindset behind a lot of things. But it's like, okay, when you're in a funk, it's okay, find a group of people, get behind them, and then you'll get motivated again. So then you can start taking action. With no action, there's no results. I mean, wherever you are, Arbonne, your own business, life,
Yeah,
it's just like that. So I wanna end with this, and I want to thank you so much, Charlotte, for your time today, and everything you shared with us. I learned a lot of new things about you as well, and I appreciate your time. And I hope people listening definitely see it as a great opportunity. I'll include a link in the comments later on if they would like to know more information as well. Finding is an opportunity to feel fulfilled, whether that is build, I don't know, make the income to replace your 9 to 5, or make the income maybe an extra income for you to maybe invest in something else, in something, another endeavor you want to do. I mean, everybody has different goals, but that's, like you said, this is the beauty. You have the freedom. But a lot of times we have to see the other end, which is, you know, do you want to make it? It's like you have to stay motivated every day and build the discipline, which is the most important thing. If the discipline is built, you'll make it successful, but you have to have that vision. And that's why attracted me to Arbonne. The founder had that vision 40 years ago, and here we are today. Without a vision, you have to know, how does this fit into your goals? And
you have to be willing to learn too. You have to be willing to learn, because a lot of people say, you know, I can't do this, I've never done this, but that's normal. Nobody's ever done it before they do it. So you have to just say, this sounds interesting. I'm going to see what it is, and I'm going to learn. If someone is willing to teach me, then I'm willing to learn. That's what you need to have in mind to start this kind of business. And honestly, I would encourage everybody just to be curious, because this is, honestly, it can be a life-changing opportunity. I know it has been, and for so many people around me.
Well, I'm grateful for my friend Yulinda that got me into it, and for the opportunity to have to be able to interview you today. So thank you so much. And we will see each other on another show. Thank you. Have a good week.
Yes, my pleasure. Thank you so much for having me.